G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 27 of my Gunslinger Purifier playthrough, where I was going to go and do a little bit more farming and then start up back in the city of Malmouth and get that done today. But then I ran into Chupacabra, and I'm not going to lie, part of me wants to just leave, but then another part of me also wants to see if I can kill him. So we're going to go with the part of me that likes suicide. Let's go give him a shot, and hopefully I can kind of get him on his own. Looks like I probably should be able to. Here we go. Alright, he's here on his own. Plus one little crab, plus 3 little crabs. That'll be fine. Maybe. He is going down decently quickly, which I'm a little bit surprised about. Let's just get out of the bleeding pools, and I'm going to try and focus on one of these, and then kill off maybe one of the little ones as well. Or at least try to. He is dying. Looks like we've got him. Very surprised, but also, you know, I'll take it. As far as his pants go, do I even want them? No, I don't want those. But I do want his treasure trove, or his nemesis trove. So let's just pop that. And as long as we're here, let's Seal of Annihilation. That's a really good component. Glad we got that. That is an amulet component, which we'll probably go and make one right away. Are you coming back to life? No? Okay, so very surprising start to this video. I actually kind of expected to be pressing escape and retreating back to the main menu when I saw Kuba. But I figured I'd give it a shot, and you know, if I die, well, then I guess I just die. And then I go again. However, we got him done. Right, so Seal of Annihilation, where are you? This one here. This one is quite expensive. I may not be able to afford it. However, the Annihilation proc on it is really, really good for increasing your ability to crit things. And also, I guess with that minus health regeneration, I guess it'll help with... Can you stop? It'll help with killing regenerators. Let's go see if I can craft that. I will kind of be surprised if I have enough. 4 black tallow, was it? Yeah, that's going to be expensive. That's basically nothing, and Stonewall Defender. Did get the Avengers Crusher, which... I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. Yep. Avengers Crusher, no good to me. Also got a Celestial Lotus there from somewhere. I think that may have been the treasure trove, perhaps? I don't know, I'd have to go watch the footage again. But... let's go look at how much a black tallow costs. So I can make 0 of these. I need, what was it, 4? Was it 4 or 8? I have 8 in my head for some reason. I need 4, plus another lodestone, so we can just make the lodestone. Was it cracked lodestone, I think? And then... of course it was an attuned lodestone, which I don't have, so I'd have to look up where that is. Let's get that on the go right now. It's probably going to be like rovers or something. Or it could be a drop as well, actually. What does it do? Thunder of the storm that birthed them. Anyway, I guess before I worry about that, I should see if I can even have enough to make 4 black tallows. Okay. So black tallows, what do we got there? So I need 12 rift stones. Can I do that? I can, actually. Okay. Black tallow times 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that means all I need is one more attuned lodestone. Let's go find where that lives. So off to Grim Dawn Tools. And it looks like it's a random drop. And it can't be crafted. So why do I only have 3 of them? It's very surprising. I must have been using them for something else. I don't know what. But I guess if we get another attuned lodestone, I'll have a new amulet. Just looking at resistances, may have some issues with cold. Because of the wardstone providing 18% elemental and bleeding. Bleeding would be okay, just. I think there was an augment that gave 10% elemental resist, so that'd be fine. But as I don't have the lodestones anyway, it's a little bit of a moot point. Why do I get the feeling that it is Seal of the Void using them? Nope, nope. Never mind. Anyway, let's head back to the city of Malmouth, and we will start doing that. So the plan, I guess, for today is to finish the city of Malmouth, and then I think I'm going to leave Forgotten Gods for a little bit and focus on farming gear for the build. Let's finish talking to everybody. Retake the base, that's Forgotten Gods, and I should go and get that, but, you know, soon. Right, level 88. What were we putting points into? I think it was Brimstone. Yeah, I think we'll do Brimstone. Hang on. That's also not a bad thing to put points into. Sure, why not? And we may as well put 5 more in Physique. Physique is never a bad call, and you can respec them later once you start getting your gear sets for whatever you're doing with the end of your build. Alright, let's pew some ethereals. Turn the loot off so I can see what's going on. And unfortunately, they're all really big tanky boys. That's right, I'm mostly looking for defenders or, well, defenders, regenerators, or arcane are the ones that kind of not bother me, I guess, but more things I'm looking for to kill first. Probably arcanes first, then maybe regenerators or defenders. But they're all dead, so Witch Stalker and Soul Splitter, let's just clean up this area, because I'll be back here a few times. As far as gear goes, am I still... I was going to say, am I still looking for shoulders, but I think these ones are fine. I think the gear I have is probably good enough for ashes. So, alright, speak to the captain. Here we go, and I will find your supplies for you. No problem at all. I did also look at this in between episodes. So the +2 to Inquisitor Seal is actually from the Mage Hunter's prefix and not from the item itself. I can't remember if I mentioned that in the previous video, but yeah, the good things about this plating are actually have nothing to do with the MI itself. It's the prefix that has the +2 skills that I was so interested in. Alright, let's shoot some of these mages. I'm not expecting any good drops from them, but hey, everybody needs XP, right? Also, no one wants to watch me running through packs of monsters doing nothing. Okay, that setting is super annoying. That's alright, fix that now. It'll bother me tomorrow or later tonight, whichever, whenever I do the next Paladin episode. And I'll have to swap it back. Okay, I think we can skip all these. We've got Frozen and Vampiric. And everybody's dead. Lovely, lovely. Alright, pick up the loot. And I didn't notice any lodestones, but I would like some. The Seal of Annihilation is what I use on pretty much everything that isn't a pet build, really. For the final amulet. It's quite good. Just the debuff of enemy defensive ability just means you crit more often, do more damage. Generally speaking, more damage is what most builds need. There's a kind of... I don't know, if you're doing Deep Shattered Realm, then yeah, fair enough, you want survivability first. Because living means you get to do more damage. But you need enough defense to not die, and then as much damage as you can get. And that's generally true for most things. Alright, where's my, my friend who wants to die on the street alone? Here he is. Let's just send her back. So Vivian back to the hideout. And then old mate here wants to die in the street. So we'll leave him be. Coming up now on one of the two most dangerous areas in the city. Or in the expansion even. Which is this corner coming up here. Not this one. And anyone who's been watching for a while knows that I mention this every time I come through here, but doing it again. This corner, not this one, the next corner. Because we're about to see a whole bunch of mages come pouring out of there. I did actually see a decent amount of stuff behind them as well, so I'm going to pull them back and kill them off. And yep, here they come. So we've got Fleshweaver Haraxus here, we've got the big boys that came with him. Got all those mages that come piling out of the street, or out of the building behind him. It's just a lot if you try and fight it all at once. So that's the end of him. Plague Guard grips are a decent option for gloves, but definitely can't afford to craft a good pair. Alright, there's our magical and our weapon supplies sent back, so we'll have some Quest XP when we go back to town next. What do we got there? Fire and... who's the other guy? Who cares? Let's just kill him. Fire and Storm. So, Fire and Lightning. There we go. Down he goes. There's a cracked lodestone. Haven't seen an attuned, but I've seen a couple of cracked. Don't see it tuned in my inventory. Pretty good bet I haven't actually got one. So place your bets in the comments now how long it'll be between when it actually drops and when I notice that it's there. Okay, this is where Haraxus normally spawns for me. And of course we've got the little lightning tornado that follows you around. Obnoxious as hell, and you can't fight them, so they just get to follow you and do free damage, and it's really annoying. Okay, get my Exalted stash from in here. Oh, look who's back. So what I get there? Divine Steel Shoulder Guards. Just clear this corner out. We'll need to do this anyway once we get the quest for the Black Iron Docks. Almost called it the Black Steel Docks, but yeah, Black Iron Docks is just down there. You can even see it on the map right now. Okay. Take care of these. And then this is pretty much all I need in this particular section of the city. So from here we can head over this way, hopefully avoid that little lightning tornado thing, or aether tornado. And then we can head through here. And out the other side. How is our reputation with the Ethereal Vanguard? So they've just started on Hated, which means I don't have to worry about the Archmage Alexander showing up, which is good, because he's a little bit scary. Although, I was a little bit scared of Chupacabra as well, and turns out he was actually no problem. Which was quite surprising. Cracked Lodestone, I saw that one. Alright, let's take care of these guys. I guess put the seal down. There we go. Come through here for the most suspicious group of friendly people in the game. Hiding out in the middle of a ethereal-infested city. Just, you know, what's that, 10 meters away from the street? Just hiding there. This wall's entirely open. There's no way they didn't get found. They're working with the ethereals. Anyway, I can't prove that, so nothing can be done about it. But yeah, no, they're definitely in cahoots with the Ethereals. No doubt at all in my mind. Alright, let's take care of Fanold the Iceborn. It's the end of him. And from here, I like to drop a portal here. And then that way, when I've got the bomb, I've blown the gate open and got to the new rift gate, then I can just rift back to here. Because there's some stuff up that way that I want to get my hands on, including another one-shot chest. Okay, Ethereal Sentinel, massive pile of hit points. Down he goes. Let's blow the gates up, and here we go. Time to double back. Get some loot. That one? Alright, here's my Exalted stash. So what do I get? Bone Scavengers Death Grips. And I did see a yellow component drop. There it is. I don't know if that dropped from this chest, but I've got one now. Alright, let's go make it. We should have... Actually, before I do that, we'll go rescue the other group, and then that way I'll have a blacksmith available in the Steel Cap district, and I can make it there.
I can't do that yet.
That way I don't have to scroll the map all over the place, and doesn't really help, I guess. Okay, calm down. Yep. Off you go. Okay. Now we go to the Steel Cap district. And I should be able... Hang on, maybe I have to turn this in first.
Good workout.
Okay. Well, it's still a bit of a mess, but that's fine. I needed... What was it? I think it was just the final craft, wasn't it? Yep, there we go. Seal of Annihilation. Alright, we'll just chuck all this back in here, and that one's coming with me. Okay, in terms of purple items that I want to keep, I don't really think there's much. These ones are tempting. So +3 to Blast Shield is pretty good. Blast Shield is one of the best defensive abilities in the game. The resistances on this are also quite good. The armor is good. Health is good. The only issue is that I don't really do lightning damage yet. I will hang on to it though, just for maybe in the future I may end up using it.
I'll keep an eye out.
The rest of that stuff though can probably go.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
And then we'll have a look at what I have to do to get the Seal of Annihilation onto my amulet. So, 1 second recharge, 5 second duration, reduction to enemy's health, shredding offensive and defensive ability, and reduce healing regeneration. And then the component itself also gives attack speed, which is really good, so can't complain. The spirit's going to be good as well, because we do elemental damage.
Captain Wilford, I was
Alright, what are you plotting? Okay, worthy target. Yes. Right, who had the elemental resistance? Let's just do a little bit of a search here. So that one we'll be able to use in 1 level, which is actually pretty good. Well, we'd be able to use it in 1 level if I could actually buy it, which I can't, so I have to leave that. Right, let's go check the Coven. Kind of have the feeling it's going to be like a Devil's Crossing thing.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got
Let's go Tal Res. That is, these are level 90 as well. Curse Tincture,
Put it to
yeah.
good use.
Not there, so we'll check Devil's Crossing. And then maybe, it might be a homestead thing actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I know I was using several homestead augments. So, maybe? What do we got? That's a pet thing. So it ain't that one. Rovers? After Rovers I'll check homestead, and if it's not there I might just do it.
Come see what's left of my
Okay. What are we doing? Elemental resistances on rings. That one. Okay.
around.
So now we've got the amulet that I'm going to rip the Aether Soul off of. Or the Wardstone, sorry. So I'm going to keep the item. And we get a new proc. Resistance is still capped. Run speed is, I mean, it's still capped as well, so that's good. Can't actually take that Wardstone off without uncapping it, but it'll only be 1% anyway. That's fine. Alright, next up in the Malmouth area, it is time to go back and we will do the Black Iron Docks. Just for something different, I'm going to do a different order. Doesn't really matter. Kind of want to go down there and get that Aether Crystal, but I'm going to control myself. We're not going to spend all that time walking to get one Aether Crystal, as tempting as it is. Alright, here we go. So we've got friends in this part of the city now, which is nice enough, I guess. Don't really expect them to do much of anything, but hey, they're there. Coming through here. I mentioned this in, I think in the Paladin video, and I said, you know, I have no idea what it's for. Someone told me in the comments. Turns out it's for the Yvonda quest. And also there's a Lotto Smith in there as well. But only on Ultimate, so that's why I never saw anything in there when I went in on Veteran. Decided it was empty and never went in there again. It's because it's empty in there until you get the Yvonda quest or until you get to Ultimate. However, I'm not doing that quest right now and I don't want to gamble on probably level 75, but yeah, I'm not here to gamble for uniques or legendaries. Alright, and we can come out this way and down here to the Black Iron Docks. So the mission in here is very, very simple. If it moves, shoot it, and if it doesn't move, shoot it until it does, and then shoot it some more until it stops. Maybe I'm not really sure where I'm going with this now. See this this blue symbol here, the circle with the half circle underneath it? That is the proc from the amulet, or from the Seal of Annihilation. So you're gonna see that a lot more often now. What is the trigger on? Is that crit trigger? Yeah, chance on crit. So our crit chance is 12%, which is not amazing, but it's not particularly horrible either. Get rid of the time warped guy. Demon Bone leg plates. I don't think I'm going to use those. So the same amount of armor as the Hellforged leg plates. Percentage increase armor instead of Fizz-Res. Yeah, I'm not using these ones. So easy pass on those. We'll head up here and start the ring event here. Here we go. Let's free up these guys to help. Not that I expect they're going to be doing a whole lot of helping. Alright. So wave number 1. I think there's 5 waves. I've never actually counted them. Let's count them now. And then I'll know for next time, so I can forget it. So this is the second wave. And this is basically just fish in a barrel style shooting. This is the third wave. It may be 4 waves, actually. The last wave has all of the heroes in it. So 3 waves down. This is 4th wave. Where is the arcane guy? Almost always get an arcane enchanted guy here. Dagalon's Annihilator, lovely. Love to see it. Ah, there he is. So there is actually, this is the 5th wave now. Arcane goes down without too much of a fuss. Let's put our seal back up. And this should be everything, I think. So yeah, 5 waves. And Dagalon's Annihilator. Definitely a good drop. Is it the fire one or is it's the lightning one? Of course. Of course. Now, I could go and reroll this. But as I intend to get the whole set at some point anyway, I think I will just hang on to it. In terms of damage, it's actually worse than even Leander Green's hand cannon. Hang on. Which isn't surprising considering I have so much stuff stacked into fire damage. Converting our non-existent physical to lightning doesn't matter. The 5% attack speed plus more base damage. I don't know. I don't know. I don't trust these DPS numbers. It's just kind of a rough guide, I guess. Plus 3 to Explosive Strike and Storm Spread is kind of tempting. That's going to be the 2 procs, so Storm Spread and... am I wrong? Where's Explosive Strike? Is that this one? There it is. So they are skills that we definitely do use. But I think we put that in the pile of things we're going to use later. And let's continue on with the City of Malmouth questlines. So next objective, I think, is to... we'll talk to Ulgrim here, but he's going to send us to bash the vents. And by bash, I mean shoot. I'm going to go this way first for a change. I should have been doing this the whole time. So if you go this way first and then rift back here, then you go the other way, you get the two... you get the 2 vents on that side, and then you're kind of at the entry to the Fleshworks already anyway. So, I mean, it definitely makes sense to kind of go this way first. See that totem over there? Looks like they're gonna force us to fight to get through the doorway. Stairs, as always, doing stair things. Does this affect anyone else, or am I just uncoordinated and can't work out stairs? Like, is this a me thing, or does other people struggle with the stairs in this place too? It can't just be a me thing, surely. Surely not. Anyway, we're coming up on the vent here, so I'll take out this Colossus and anybody else who walks through the door. I think that's everyone. Nope, still a few more coming. Come on guys, come on through, I got plenty more bullets for you all. Alright, vent done. So from here, we just rift back to Crown Hill. And then we head this way, and the next vent is kind of just around the corner from here. You can see it just popped up on the map there. May as well shoot these guys. I've got to go that way next. They'll just chase me if I don't. Okay. So this corner can be a little entertaining, shall we say. This thing here. And sometimes you get big packs of, you know, the really big ethereals, like the Storm Giants or Storm Titans and such. Sometimes you can get big packs of them here. Okay, 2 vents down. We just have the eastern one to go. And on the way there, we have Valexteria, who I'm going to shoot because she's made out of loot and experience. And that's about it, really. Don't have to worry about the Archmage Alexander. If I did, I would be worried about this area, because he can spawn pretty much right here. I would be very worried about the Fleshworks, because he has several spawn points all through that place. And when I'm fighting Valexteria here, I am going to be quite worried about her meteors. Because they sunder, but they also hit really hard. So one thing you can do to kind of, maybe not avoid the meteors, but you can mitigate them somewhat. Well, actually no, that's her meteor. Where is she? Oh, she's in my face already. Alright, you can stand just here, in the doorway. And, her meteors will actually hit the roof. So if you watch the roof, you'll see that her meteors, a lot of them are just bouncing off of the roof. Turns out the one that matters went straight through. Also turns out that, it didn't matter. It definitely should have mattered. I'm glad I'm not dead, don't get me wrong, but, I'm watching out for her meteors. Bonk. Apparently I didn't watch hard enough. You can dodge the meteors in that doorway though, but apparently I was standing in the wrong spot. which is pretty typical for me. Hey, check out this really cool strat I found. Oh wait, it doesn't work. Or it didn't work this time anyway. Anyway, let's go kill Theoden. There's nothing in... let me have a think about this, actually. There's nothing too threatening in here, aside from... actually, the two guys who hold the door shut do occasionally... they do occasionally cause a little bit of trouble. But I think it'll be fine. And we can largely just run through this stuff. You don't have to kill any of this, so I'm not going to. Level 90. I don't think there's any gear waiting for us at level 90. So I'm not too worried about that. I did just say I wasn't going to kill any of this, but apparently I changed my mind. There's some fun stuff in this place, actually, now that I'm thinking of it. If we go through just here, let's kill these guys off. You can see the wall kind of bleeding there, just over here. That's because... if we just turn it here, there was some of this kind of blocking the way. And you can come in here, and there is a Flesh Whoop Spoils. There's a couple more of these as well, mostly over here on the side areas where, I mean, no one really goes to those side areas, so I'm not too worried about it. There is also this one, which I guess, hey, Mythical Cinderscorn. If you wanted to, for some reason, change to melee, that's a possibility. Maybe pair it up with Blazeheart that we had last episode, or the one before. Alright, let's get a wriggle on here. We're definitely not running out of time or anything, but may as well do it. Get it done. We'll see if level 90... we may get that from turning in the quest after killing Theoden. We'll see how that goes. I'm really not worried about Theoden. I definitely should be. But I think even just... I'll probably go back to town, get some royal jelly bombs and stuff. And that's it. I don't think I need ethereal resistance or anything. This is Krieg. I mean, what's to say about him? By this time in the game, you just kind of kill him. And that's it. Easy kill. No threat at all. The two dangerous things in here will show up on the map if you have the quest for them. And that is, what's the name? Hagelvar and Rodalga or something like that? This guy here. Yep, Hagelvar the Bonemonger. Can be a little rippy at times. Apparently not today though. Scion of Burning Vengeance, another fire item. That's a gun, actually. Although, it does say that it's not very good. Just looking at it, I think I would tend to agree. But I will hang on to it and maybe have a look. Could replace the Leander cannon. Who is it? Leander Green. Yeah, could replace that one maybe. Computer says no, but, you know, computer lies, so we'll have to have a look. One more piece of kind of secret loot over here that I will show you after this. You saw the wall fall down there, so it's kind of, you know, the jig is up. Everyone knows where I'm about to go. Widow's Sting, actually a decent poison ring. So this one wall here, that's not enough. You gotta shoot 2 walls. And then you get the loot here. And I can no longer say that I've never got anything good out of that chest, because the Paladin got, I forget what it was he got out of that, but it's a very good item. I think it might have been a weapon. Let's go ahead and eat the blueprint, and I think at this point we head back to town, and I'll just have a look at which particular royal jelly salves and balms and stuff that I have, because I think that should be enough. Go ahead and chuck that in there as well. May use that later. Definitely not using that. Definitely not using that. And we'll put Dagalons in there as well. Just save us a little bit of inventory space that I'm not really using anyway. I will hang on to these, but I really don't think I'm ever going to use these. The reason why is that the Wormscale foot guards here are okay for defenses. Let's actually compare them. I know the Golemborn Greaves are way better for defense with the increased armor and the Fizz Res. But +2 to Thermite Mine and +2 to Aura of Censure and a damage proc, that is a lot more damage. Actually, that's not a damage proc, is it? Protecting against bleeding and elemental. Okay, so the Golemborn is also not as good as I was thinking it is, but yeah. I'm just going to use this one. The 2 to Thermite Mine and 2 to Aura of Censure is really, really good. If I could get, say, a pair of shoulders with +3 to Thermite Mine, I would be really happy. Obviously, I don't have that now, but it would be good. I'm also just looking at Old Love there. I don't think I blew up the dynamite site next to Krieg there. I don't think I actually blew it up. Anyway, I guess I'll have to go do that again. May as well pick up the quest just to remind me to do it. Okay, and I will put a stop to this. Probably. Right, so, potions. Let's go ahead and search for Royal. And then, so that's health regen. That is a percentage of regen. And that is more regen. So those are the 3 that I wanted. I'm gonna take an Aether Res as well. Just in case. I don't think he shreds Aether Resistance. I know he sunders, but I don't think he shreds. But that's very close and I don't want to risk it. Same for lightning, actually. I think he does lightning damage too. May as well use it. If you don't use it and you die, you don't really have anyone to blame except yourself, so should use it. There's also another bunch of... where are they?
See anything you like?
These things, tinctures, that can be really, really good. So this one is just throw it and it does a fire and lightning explosion. This one is an Aether Ward oil. So this gives you extra damage to ethereals, which is what we want. It gives you Aether Resist, which is good. And the shield stuff I don't really care about, but we'll go ahead and chuck that on. And also, if we go... you know what? I think I made my point, but there's... I think it's called Blade Ward Tincture or something like that. I think it's Black Legion. It gives you a pile of armor. But I don't think we'll need that. And I think I'm also going to save the... where is it? the Aether Ward Oil. I'm going to save that for his last form. But we can go ahead and drink these now. So that's a bunch of extra regen, a bunch of percent increase to regen as well. Alright, here we go. First form, he's stuck to the wall. Kind of can't really do much. We can, whoa. Can't really do much, I say, as he evaporates half of my health bar. Kill his friends off, though. There it is. So now he's loose. He'll do a bit more damage here, I guess, but not really worried about him. It's only his third form that I'm super worried about. So, having said that, he does hit decently hard. Guess this is what happens when you don't really have any armor. Alright, there he goes. Alright, we got, what, 10 seconds with that buff? Something like that? Let's try and burn him down before it wears off. I did notice that the seal disappeared. Alright. That pull is what's doing the sundering there. But apparently it didn't really matter. Yeah, so as soon as you step in, you get sundered. Okay, let's have a look at the loot. So, Mythical Cowl of the Blind Assassin and Caesarean's Conviction, which is a two-handed sword for... I don't really know what you would use that for. +2 to those classes. +2 is pretty good, but on a two-handed sword, it's not amazing. Lightning Convert to Physical. Yeah, I don't know what you would use that for. Probably not much, honestly. And then one of these, I think, is the one-time only chest. Dawnbreaker's Beacon is not horrible. Not particularly great either. We can kill these guys off so we can loot in peace. And what do we get out of here? Vestment of Mourning and the Stonefather Mask. So, all told, the loot from here is kind of meh. I think we already had the shoulder guard. I think I may have hung on to it as well, so I guess I'll keep that. Let's head back out and actually go blow up the thing next to Krieg. That was kind of not where I wanted to go. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to run through that on camera. I'll do that later. Let's go turn in our quests. Should get us to 90. In fact, I'll be shocked if it doesn't. I'm not going to bother with the Explorer's set for this. I think I'm going to sell it at this point.
Was the mission a success? You're back with
So,
the city.
docks belong to us, and we'll deal with the council. Why not?
Can't afford.
What do we get? Avatar of Mercy. This is really, really mid. Okay. So, no one is going to use this. Like, literally nobody is going to use this, because it doesn't have +1 to skills on a mastery. So no one should ever use this. But, what it does have is a whole bunch of crowd control resistances, and a death save. So when you get below 30, this thing will heal you back up to, well, up to 90, gives you 60%, gives you a bunch of damage absorption, so you'll be fairly tanky for 5 seconds, but that's basically it. This amulet, +4 to maximum all res is also quite good, but let's be honest, no one's using this amulet ever.
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left.
So let's get rid of all these.
Well spent.
That's it. Ashes of Malmouth is pretty much done at this point. And like I said, I'm probably going to put this character into a kind of a farming...
I'll keep an eye out.
Not a farming build, but I will farm up the gear I'm going to use, I think, at this point. We'll go do the docks first, but this may be the last episode for this character for a little while. Or maybe I'll do a couple of farming episodes. I don't know. Some people seem to enjoy those. I think maybe I'll do one farming episode and then take a break from this character at least for videos while I do a bit of farming in the background, because nobody wants to see 12 hours of farming videos as they watch me slowly collect items for the build. And if you do want to see that, what's wrong with you? Go watch something else. But at this point, there's... I mean, I could go continue Forgotten Gods, but... I don't know. I think getting the gear is better at this point. If I was not doing a series for this, I would have probably stopped progressing the quest once I got to Gloomwald, and I would have just farmed gear there. I know I have issues with stairs, but apparently also walkways. I'm kind of wondering why I'm running this way, actually. That's not where the council is. See what happens when I start talking. Alright, so the council is actually up here, and we'll go pay them a visit. But yeah, I think at this point, I'm gonna skip Forgotten Gods for now, and go and get a decent, or at least an improved build. I think I'll probably try to get at least, say, the Dagalon set, or maybe the Stronghold set. I kind of want to do Dagalons just because everyone says it's trash. More as a kind of, yeah, but how trash is it really kind of thing. Because here on the internet, you're either like the absolute best or you complete trash. So I'm wondering if it's one of those things where, you know, it does Shattered Realm 90, but it does it 30 seconds slower than the best build, so it's trash. So I'm wondering if it's more like that, or if it's actually bad. So I think I'm going to do a Dagalon's build just to see how bad and or good it actually is. Which will require a decent amount of respecking. But we need to get the gear before that. And I'm more than a little bit worried that this character as it is will struggle with Forgotten Gods, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. I thought it would struggle with Kubacabra as well, and it kind of just face tanked him and it wasn't really a problem. So maybe I'm underselling this. I think I've halfway talked myself into doing Forgotten Gods now. It's definitely what I should do. I should go and do Forgotten Gods and then worry about farming gear, so I think I'm going to do that. So just ignore everything I said earlier about this being the last episode. I think we'll do Forgotten Gods. Alright, so here's the council, and they're a pain in the backside. They are really tanky. They get kind of a shield when they get low, and then they give each other buffs when they die. So they're a massive pain in the backside. You'll see those crystals kind of spinning around them. They get huge amounts of damage absorption when they get low. And you see the big crystals spinning around this guy now. He's the last one left, which is, he's got a lot of buffs at the moment, put it that way. Not enough though. Down he goes. Let's get out of whatever was on the floor. Now there is a decent amount of loot in here. But it's all over here in this treasure room. All of his friends, if there's any friends left, would have the same buff he just had. But there's a lot of loot in here as well. So Doom Touch, Starseer's Cord, and the purple we picked up was the Blood Knight's Pendant. Pretty good for a Death Knight or a Kabbalist, any kind of vitality melee kind of character will do well with this. I think that's it. Metal Strongbox, you can keep that. Okay. I'm going to end the episode here, but I did successfully convince myself that actually we will be doing Forgotten Gods. So come back for the next episode, and we will do Forgotten Gods. But that'll be the end of this episode, so thank you all very much for watching. See you in the next one for Forgotten Gods, and bye for now.